I'm going to be solving the 2008 AMC 10A problem 24. Let's read through the problem. Let k equal 2008 squared plus 2 to the power of 2008. What is the unit digit of k squared plus 2 to the k? So the first step in this problem is to first find the unit digit of k itself. So any number that ends in 8 is going to have a unit digit of 4 because 8 itself is, when you square it, has a unit digit of 4 because 64. And so 2008 squared is going to end in a 4, and so the unit digit is just going to be 4. And then 2 to the 2008. So the unit digit for powers of 2, it comes in like repeating pattern. So like 2 to the 1 is going to end in 2 because it's just 2. 2 squared is going to end in 4 because it's just 4. 2 cubed is going to end in 8 because it's just 8. 2 to the 4th is going to end in 6 because it's 16. And we could keep going like this. 2 to the 5th is 32, 2 to the 6th is 64, 2 to the 7th is 128, and then 2 to the 8th is 256. And so we see this pattern. After 4, it repeats again. So it's 2, 4, 8, 6, and then it's 2, 4, 8, 6. And so we know that if the power that we're raising it to is 1 mod 4, then it's going to be 2. If it's 2 mod 4, it's going to be 4. If it's 1 mod 2, it's going to be 2. 2 mod 4, it's going to be 4. 3 mod 4, it's going to be 8. And 0 mod 4, it's going to be 6. So 2 to the 8th, or 2 to the 2008, it's an exact multiple of 4, which means that it's going to end in a 6 because 2 to the 4th is, the power is a multiple of 4, and 2 to the 8th, the power is a multiple of 4. And so in 2 to the 2008, the power is a multiple of 4, and so the unit digit is going to be 6. And so any number with one part having unit digit 4 and another part having unit digit 6 is going to have the total unit digit is just going to be 0. So k's unit digit is 0. So this means that it's multiple of 10 because it ends in 0. And so this means that k squared also has to end in a 0. And so we can say k squared units digit is 0. Now this is the next part's the actual interesting part of the problem. We have to find out what the unit digit of 2 to the k is. Now to do this, we know that 2008 squared plus 2 to the 2008, it's definitely a multiple of 2. But when determining the unit digit for 2 raised to some power, what matters is whether it's a multiple of 4 or not. And so to determine whether or not it's a multiple of 4, we have to see if each of these individual parts are multiples of 4. So, and by that I mean we have to see if 2008 squared is a multiple of 4 and 2 to the 2008. So 2 to the 2008 squared can be broken down into 4 times 502 to the second power, which is equal to 4 squared times 502 squared. 502 squared. So clearly this has 2 factors of 4 in it, and so it must be divisible by 4. Now 2 to the 2008, this can be rewritten as 2 squared to the 1004, which is equal to 4 to the 1004. Which is clearly divisible by 4. And so both parts, 2008 squared and 2 to the 2008, are divisible by 4. And as we stated earlier, 2 to any power that's divisible by 4 ends in 6. And so 2 to the k units digit is 6. And so then the total unit digit is just going to be 0 plus 6, which is equal to 6. And so our answer is D.